Tribune, and you listen to EVERBLACK Podcast.
Hey, this is Ben taking over this episode of the EVERBLACK Podcast. On this show, we chat to Jeph Howard from The Used, who will be releasing their new album, Heartwork, this Friday, April 24th. It's a true return to form for the band and harkens back to the angsty sounds of their first three releases. Jeph was a great guy, and I've been a fan for a long time, so it was good to chat with someone who soundtracked my earlier years. We spoke about isolation and what it's like to be in the music industry in the current climate of the world, and to be releasing an album with everything that's going on at the moment with the coronavirus. You can pre-order the album now through all digital retailers. Here is my chat with Jeph from The Used. Get the album this Friday, horns high, and enjoy.
Hey, this is Nev, just cutting in to give a shout out to our show supporters, Blacklight Art and Design, who are our go-to for all our screen printing needs. That is shirts, hats, patches, you name it. If you can wear it, they can print it. They've done all our shirts and hats for EVERBLACK Media, and they're awesome guys. www.blacklightad.com.au. Show's also brought to you by our good friends at RW Promotion, who are the best in the biz when it comes to stickers, flyers, banners, badges, and all other promo you need for your band or business. Go check them out at www.rwpromotion.com.au. Also want to give a shout out to our friends at the occult clothing brand Electric Witch, who have just launched their winter range. You can check out all their cool new apparel at www.electricwitch.com.au. Also want to give a shout out to our friends at Lumberpunks Axe Throwing Club, who have venues on the Gold Coast, Brisbane and Perth. They're currently not operating due to COVID-19 restrictions, but you can throw your support behind them by ordering some merch or a gift voucher for when they reopen again at lumberpunks.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the EVERBLACK Podcast through iTunes Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, YouTube and Facebook, and check out all our reviews, including Ben's The Used Heartwork album review at www.everblackmedia.com, and like us on all the socials. Alright, back to Ben's interview with Jeph from The Used. As he said, horns high, enjoy.
Hello, how you going?
Good, how are you, man?
I'm good. How's isolation treating you?
You know, I am kind of a loner. So, you know, if I'm not on tour, I pretty much spend all my free time with my wife or my dog, and I'm good with being alone most of the time. I'm an only child, so for me, you know, there's not too much different. Nothing too much has changed.
Nice for you. Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
I know it's hard for everyone else, and I'm really sorry.
Oh, it is what it is. It's sort of, we got to do what we got to do to get through this all together, don't we?
Totally. It's definitely a unified world, which is very interesting, you know?
It's unprecedented, isn't it? It's everyone working together for one common cause. I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah, minus the American president. Don't want to say his name. Everyone else is kind of working together, except for everyone else, whatever the moron.
Yeah, and the arts industry has been one of the biggest hit by this, I guess. So how are you coping being part of the music industry at the moment? Like, is it playing on your mind a lot, or are you just taking it day by day? And
you know, I'm taking it day by day, honestly, and I know it's really tough on a lot of people, and it's really, I mean, for obvious reasons, you know, I mean, people being stuck at home, people losing their jobs, things in America. I mean, I know Australia is getting crazy, but obviously you see America is getting nuts for so many other reasons. Conflicts and like political parties and like people that are like honestly like Christian crazies, or like there's just so much coming up all at once, and it's bubbling. And I don't know if you've seen the stuff now where there's people like going to like governors' places with guns and stuff like that, like marching in front of their house, and they're all outside. It's like, what is going on, you know? But yeah, it's wild, but it isn't. You know what I mean? It's America definitely has two different thoughts to it, and two different parties. Or you know, not to say that everything's split two ways. I'm just saying, you know how it goes. You know, everybody knows New York and LA, and then everybody kind of knows what goes on in the rest of it. You know, but I lost my train of thought. I was getting so ramped on that. Sorry. What was the question?
No, that's all right. Just about the arts industry and being in the music industry at the moment.
Is it tough? What's going on?
Like, well, obviously it's tough for everyone, but
all my friends, all my friends are done touring.
You're about to release an album and you can't even tour it at the moment. Like, how's that feel?
You know, we were lucky enough to do a tour that ended in January, and we got to play Blow Me, and we got to play Paradise Lost from this record. And so we luckily enough got a taste of what it's like to tour on this record. it's still obviously killing us. You know, we recorded this record with so much hope, and we're so excited about it. We're more excited about this record than we've been about any other record we've done in years, you know, and we've been a band for 20 years now. In May, I think exactly 20. But having this come out right now is very interesting coincidence. Another interesting coincidence is the song called Cathedral Bell that we just released sort of a lyric video to today.
Yep.
And that song fits very well with what's going on, people being stuck in their houses and stuff.
I've listened to the album. It's so good. I have to say, like, I was a huge fan of the first three albums, and this one sounds like a culmination of those three brought together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's how I feel.
Was that a conscious effort, or was that just a natural thing that happened, or?
It was very natural. It definitely wasn't conscious, you know, but at the same time, I think that was subconscious. Like, we knew we wanted to do something that sort of fit the vibe of the first three records, you know, but nobody really said it out loud until the record was done. And then it kind of seemed like it was already fitting that vibe in itself, you know? Yeah, in general, everything about this record was just very easy and subconscious.
Yeah, you can tell. It sounds like you're having fun. There's a lot of passion, a lot of energy. You know, some of the songs are quite different. You've never been one to release the same album twice, but this just sounds like you're back on board and just working naturally. And yeah, I don't know how to explain it really, but I just had a lot of fun listening to it and think it's great.
Awesome. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. You know, it's tough hearing feedback, you know, because everybody has their own opinions and we're all working towards a certain goal, and sometimes those opinions differ. But on this record, it kind of fell into place that everybody was just equally as excited about it. And so, you know, hearing that from you is like a confirmation in a way, you know, and I really appreciate that.
No, that's all good. And you've got a new guitarist on board. How did he fit into the mold of the Used? And obviously he fits very well, seeing as how this album's turned out, but on more of a personal level, does it all work out?
You know, well, I'll just talk directly about Joey. Joey is pretty much a reincarnation of, I don't know if he can be a reincarnation of a movie character, but I think he is, of the Big Lebowski. He's the dude in every way. You know, that's him in a nutshell. Like, he almost looks like him, which is funny, you know. That being said, as far as the band, the Used goes, we are a family. You know, we treat each other with respect. We're all equal. Nobody's better than anyone else. We get along very well because of that. We treat our crew equally as well. Our crew is part of our band in a way, you know. Like, our lighting guy is there to make our shows look great, and we respect him because we respect what he does and how he does it, and we treat him like a family member, you know. And everybody, even our merch guy, we treat him like equal respect, everybody. And having somebody like Joey that comes in and understands that and does the same and treats people equally respectful that's what we love. That's what we like.
Yeah.
You know?
How much?
That's how it's worked out so well. Yeah. That's why it's worked out so well with him.
Yeah. And you can tell too, it sounds great. It comes out in the music, obviously, when you're all comfortable with each other and, you know, fits into the family molds. And that's great that you guys respect the crew and everything as well, because everyone's got their part to play in a touring band.
For real, though.
You know, not just the 4 or 5 people on stage. It's everyone making that happen. It's
not understood. Oddly, it's not understood enough, I don't think. I mean, our sound guy is just as important as, like, anybody, or our lighting guy, or our merch guy, or even the bus driver. You know, they're all treated just as equal.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to hear. So speaking of the new album again, Heartwork, how did that name come about?
You know, it's for me, it means I don't remember who said it. I'm not really sure who said Heartwork originally, but for me, it has double meanings. Everybody has their own take on it, you know, which is kind of the way we do things. For me personally, I like the idea of the struggle. I like the idea of Heartwork almost makes it sound like there's something that needs to get fixed. You know what I mean? Something in your soul, or, you know, I mean, soul's you know, you can use that word however you want to mean it, but something that needs to be, you know, figured out your own way. You know what I mean? Like an internal struggle that you need to understand and get past. And that's to me what it means, you know? It's like the working out of something, you know? But the funny part is it also kind of sounds like Artwork, which was our 4th record, you know, and awesome for me too, because we do a lot of throwbacks. Bert loves to add lyrics he's used before, melodies he's used before, just as like an ode to an older used song, or an ode to an idea of another used song. And that's just one of the many like throwbacks, you know.
I know a few friends of mine have thrown up arms about. Are you aware of the Carcass album Heartwork?
I've heard they had one too, you know, which is awesome. I mean, I get it. They could be mad at us, but you know,
they can be mad.
That's a great name.
My personal opinion, this one's better. That's going to upset a lot of people, but.
Oh man, you know, it'll be funny. Hopefully we can meet them someday and we'll trade merch so I can wear one of their Heartwork shirts.
Yeah. It's quite an ambitious release too, 16 tracks. So obviously you guys had a lot of material. I remember reading somewhere that there's possibly another album planned for release.
Yeah, I think we have. Hopefully they don't get lost. We keep forgetting what songs we had, but I think there might be another 8+ songs, but I'm just not perfectly sure. I know there was one me and Bert remembered the other day that we forgot that should have probably made it on the record. We liked it so much. We just spaced it, which happens.
It happens when you've got that much music, doesn't it? You sort of lose track of what's where. And So would you be planning like a B-sides or an EP release or?
Yeah, actually, Operation B-sides. I'm not really sure what it's going to be called, but that was a
There's
joke
your title right
throwing
there,
that
Operation
around.
B-sides.
Yeah, we had another song called Operation Me that didn't make the record either, so we made a joke calling it Operation B, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with those.
So obviously you're gearing for all this to the whole world to sort of pan out and come back to normal again, so you can take the album out on the road.
I'm definitely hoping. I mean, you know, it's not like the 70s anymore, and we love to tour. We like being on tour, and we appreciate our fans, and we appreciate, we love to connect with them, and playing shows is pretty much our life. You know, like recording is fun and writing music is fun, but the playing shows part is really our life, and so it's like our life was kind of ripped out from us. And I'm not bitching, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people are in worse situations than we are, like a lot of worse situations than we are. And things are crazy and hectic right now. And I'm just, I'm hoping for a positive outcome, something that isn't, not to use a book or a song title, I guess, something that isn't like a 1984 reference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Getting a bit precarious on that front, isn't it?
Yeah. Are things going to change when they go back to normal? You know what I mean? Or are they going to stay this like grip on society? We'll see.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, it's been great to chat with you. Great to get your thoughts on the world at the moment, and especially being deep within the music industry and having this great album coming out and how that
I really
feels,
appreciate you, honestly.
how that feels to be releasing an album in the current state of the world.
Yeah, it's tough times, man.
Yeah,
I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate you being there for it.
That's all good. I'll be here for the used as long as the used is here for me.
Nice. Well said. I love that.
All right, mate. Good chatting with you, and you take care and stay safe, hey?
Yeah, you too. Thank you again, really, so much, man. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do this again sometime soon.